10 minutes after 11 o'clock. Good to have you with us. You're about to see top right-hand side of your screen. There it is for you. Thank you. Team Stage 4 blackouts still in place. It's going to be happening until midnight tomorrow night, till Sunday night. Now, after the devastating floods that hit KZN back in April, the Ethekwini Municipality, you remember, I'm sure, was exempt from blackouts. At least 53 Durban areas were without power after the infrastructure was damaged, including the power stations, as the country grapples with these ongoing power cuts. But as some areas are exempt, others have not had the luxury of electricity for weeks. So it's a tale of two cities within one city. ENCA's Letiwe Mbluli joining us for more on this. Hello to you, Letiwe, and I imagine for those that were not directly affected by the flooding or infrastructure damages, they're very upset, of course, that their power is still not back on. Damaged infrastructure and blackouts. It's a bad combination.
Well, Gareth, since Stage 4 load shedding was announced by Eskom, a majority of the places here that fall under Ethekwini Municipality are not experiencing this load shedding, and that's because those places have been exempt from load shedding since the floods in April. Majority of the infrastructure here in the city was damaged, including those power stations and also the road infrastructure. And following that, there was a statement released by Eskom saying that a majority of the places that fall under Ethekwini Municipality will not get load shedded because of this. But some areas have continued to experience prolonged electricity cuts, such as Kwandengezi. You'd remember that this past week, my colleague Mangoba Mkhunu was there with residents who were protesting, saying that they haven't had electricity for about 2 weeks, and sometimes they get electricity cuts unannounced, and they were very angry and frustrated with the municipality. So those communities that are still living without electricity are saying that it looks like they are back to square one, and it looks like they're getting load shedded, and now it's actually quite worse. But majority of other places that fall under Ethekwini Municipality for now are exempt, and we have been speaking to residents across Ethekwini this morning, getting their reaction to being exempt from load shedding. Majority of the people that I've spoken to do work from home, and they are saying that they've seen quite a difference in their lives, because now they don't have to plan around a schedule, and they are hoping that load shedding does not come back even when the infrastructure in the city has been repaired. They are also saying that they have seen headlines in the news with Eskom announcing Stage 4 load shedding for the weekend, and they are sympathizing with the rest of the country, but they are saying that they're actually seeing a difference in their lives. But of course, we will also be speaking to some of those communities that are unfortunately not exempt, that are still experiencing this load shedding. We have seen quite a lot of communities around the city protesting, whether it's for electricity or whether it's for water. They're just saying that since the floods in April, their lives have changed, and some of them are saying for the worst.
Letiwe, stay with me for a second. I'm actually going to take our viewers across to some of those members of the community that you spoke to. Here's what they told Letiwe a little earlier today.
They did tell us that KZN is exempted, but we're still getting load shedding, which is totally wrong.
Yeah, well, as I say, working from home, it did impact because you'd have to work your day around the load shedding time schedule.
So we've got 2 hours, if not 4 hours, if we are built for second load shedding. So that's 4 hours of non-productivity. And that's 4 hours business is paying for employees that are working, that are supposedly working, but they're not really working because there's no electricity. All right. Some menu items that we can't do because we don't have electricity, and we also have customers not coming because they know we've got load shedding.
Well, it certainly is a city of two tales, isn't it, Letiwe? Those with power, those with not. Those who ordinarily would not have power do at the moment, and those who should simply don't. Letiwe Mbluli, thank you very much. Indeed, it looks like a beautiful day down in Durban, doesn't it? I'm sure we'll hear from Letiwe again later in the day.